Go. A very warm greetings to the judges. We are Team 81, Mission Impossible, and we bring to you Sahai. Here's a smiling picture of our team which worked relentlessly on the project. And before moving to the solution, we bring to you the problem statement, the story of India Ki Asha. Now, the Anganwadi workers are a part of the world's biggest community-based program working towards holistic development, focusing on nutrition, education, and health of future mothers and children under the ICDS scheme. And this ambitious program brings with it problems that the Anganwadi workers face, which are often overlooked. Now, on further digging, we found out that the tools and the training provided to them is inadequate, and there's no such resources given to them that they can refer to during their counseling program. So, all of the counseling is either based on memory or word of mouth technique, and the app and the resources provided to them, the technical resources, are based on data input and data collection rather than ensuring that the information that they're passing on to the mothers is of good quality and covers all the aspects. So, talking about the problem statement, we bring to you Sahai, a Sahayata for the Anganwadi workers, which is a platform that's intuitive, structured, it's user friendly, and focuses on helping them rather than data retrieval from them. Now, I request my teammates to walk you through the prototype before we move on.
All right. Now moving on to the prototype app, we have designed a very basic Firebase authentication to ensure that one of our users are only logged in. In the meetings tab, the worker can see upcoming meetings that she has scheduled with expecting mothers. Now this is based on the date of conceiving. We predict in which trimester would she be in, what kind of resources would she require, when would be the next date of visiting her, and this list is generated automatically based on that. Moving further, when we click on view details, all right, we are revealing the required resources that needs to be imparted and a checklist to ensure that the required information is actually passed on to the mother. Moving on, we will save this entry indicating that this meeting has been completed successfully. Moving on to the next tab, we have members, which is a list of all mothers which are under this worker. We can very easily add a new member or a expecting new mother by filling in two key details, her name and date of conceiving, the rest of all which are optional. The reason we are taking the conceiving date is because based on this, we further predict on which date would her which trimester end, what kind of resources would she need to ensure that there is no further need of any kind of data entry after this. The third section is of resources. This is just a study place for our own workers to brush up on the resources before they could probably go for a meeting. And that is all that I have. I hand over back to Krishna.
So short recap about the whole framework in front of us. So moving on us to the solution. So we have built a solution using Flutter framework. So why we opted for mobile? Because it is accessible to Anganwadi workers, and it is when the internet connectivity is there is no internet connectivity, mobile application can run without internet. We have used Firebase Firestore. The reason behind that is Firebase Firestore provides by default offline caching in mobiles. So that will be the data caching will be done even with the low internet connectivity. So moving on to the future scope.
Yes, now let's move to the part of plan which we want to incorporate in future. First one is the Google Analytics incorporated with the Firebase just to keep a check on the activity of the workers on the app and include proxy indicators, which will solve the problem of tracking the frequency of workers in resource reference. Next is the automating the resources on the app according to the current health status of expecting mother or the child. Another feature is the AI chatbot, which will help the workers whenever they need any help, which this will solve their instant doubt support. Now next come is the multilingualism support on the app, along with the text to speech converter, which will not only bridge the digital gap between the tech and the frontline workers, but it will also ensure maximum usage and inclusivity of the differently abled workers as well. Along with this, we could also add periodic MCQ assessments to keep a track of the growth and upskilling the frontline workers. Thank you.